Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Just Sophia. So, guys, times are hard. I am aware. I am experiencing it, and I also know that this is a global issue. It's not just a Kenyan problem, and we would want as much as possible to save, or rather, to at least survive during this time, and pay all our bills, pay rent, eat, take our children to school, and do all that. But now, money is not there. Yeah. And so many people have been laid off. Others have been, their salaries have been reduced. So in a bid to try and survive, I have some tips with me that you can use to at least save. I call them money mistakes that you can avoid if you want to at least survive or even save during this time. So I hope you learned something. You can also give me more in the comment section. Let us learn from each other, and let's grow together. So guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Judith. I do how to make money online videos, personal finance videos, personal development videos, and any other interesting thing in between. If this is your kind of content, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. So one thing that you need to know to do, or rather that you can do to survive during this inflation, is to avoid what we call lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation refers to, when you are employed and then your salary increases, you also increase your spending or your lifestyle. Am I making sense really? Yeah. Spending more as you earn more. That is what you call lifestyle inflation. This is one of the reasons why you'll find people who are earning more, high income earners, still living paycheck to paycheck, which is just sad. So as your salary increases, you also move houses, go to a bigger house. I know that maybe sometimes you really need that big house, but sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you move to a more expensive neighborhood because you want to, fit in with friends and colleagues and all that. The reason for why people do this is because of what? Just some habits that maybe you have formed. For example, if it is drinking, if you are drinking one beer every other day, now you start drinking 3 beers every day. You start buying other people alcohol. You start spending on other people. You start eating out more. Those are some of the things that actually will add up to your expenses at the end of the day or at the end of the month. Also, this is a upper middle class, and middle class problem generally, because now, in fact, social media is making it even more worse. We want to impress people that don't even care about us, honestly. So you want to go to this particular hotel that is trending at the moment. You want to wear this dress, this bag that is trending. You want to show people that you are living well. But at the end of the day, who really cares? Yeah. At the end of the day, you are actually the one who is you're the one who's not being wise, because at the end of the day, when this money gets over, or God forbid that job ends today, it is you who will suffer, you and your family, definitely. So avoid lifestyle inflation. What I would do, I'm not employed, and of course, yes, I'm not formally employed, but I am huh? What am I? Yeah. So now, when I am when I get a client who pays me more than what I am used to earning, that money that I get on top of that goes directly to my savings account. Yes, so that I don't become comfortable and think that now it is there for me to spend it. Yeah, so that is what you call lifestyle inflation. Another thing, another mistake that you might be making during this time or any other time. By the way, saving is not just for right now. Saving is for all times, whether there is inflation or not. You are supposed to be saving for that rainy day. So spending lots of money on depreciating assets like cars and all that. And I'm not saying that buying a car is a bad thing. Honestly, right now, having a car, especially when you have children, is just it's a necessity. But now you find people out there, and I have heard this from a good friend of mine. How can you stay with a car for more than 2 years? How can you stay with one car for more than 2 years? And I'm thinking, what if it's still serving the purpose? Why? Why do I need to change it, honestly? So now I don't have to be spending my money on the latest car models that I can not even afford, even if I have the option of taking it on a loan. Take it, then what? I have a car, it is serving the purpose that it's supposed to be serving. Doesn't have any problems, that's it. I'm content. I don't have to keep on buying uh, cars every other year or after every other 2 or 5 years. I don't have to do that. So that is one another thing that can actually hurt your finances. Yeah. Another thing, number three, is unnecessary borrowing. So recently, I read a post on Facebook. Someone was ranting about this loan app. She had borrowed. She wanted to borrow 2,000. That is in Kenya shillings. That is $20. So 2,000 Kenya shillings. That is what she wanted to borrow. The app was to give her 1,400 shillings for 7 days. The payment period was supposed to be within 7 days. That is 1 week. So they were to give her 1,400. That is $14 for 7 days. So that means they deducted a whole 600. That is $6. They deducted a whole 600 for 7 days. For 7 days. So now she said that she called them when she saw the terms, because now this was after requesting. That is when she realized that she had to be given 1,400 instead of 2,000. She tried to cancel, but it couldn't go through. Someone called her to confirm that she had asked for the loan and it was being dispatched. She tried to talk to the person, but the person couldn't hear of it. So in short, she was given the 1,400, and after 3 days, she was called back, being reminded to pay the debt. Oh my God! I have been called several times by different loan apps asking me to tell someone else to pay their loans. My answer is always, I wasn't there when you were giving him the loan. You didn't ask me when you're giving them the loan. Why should I be the one to ask them to pay the loan? Okay, now, guys, sometimes I know that things happen, shit happens, and you need to borrow money. Try as much as possible to borrow from friends and relatives, because now there is no interest to be paid, first and foremost, and then secondly, they might be more understanding. These loan apps, some people just borrow because they can borrow, because you have received that message. And by the way, they are very good when they are asking you to borrow their loans. You receive those messages, they will tell you how you can get 50,000, how you can get 30,000 within 24 hours, and you'll be so enticed and excited. Don't borrow just because you can borrow. That is my rule. Please don't borrow just because you can. So unnecessary borrowing. Like I said, I know that sometimes borrowing is necessary, and loans are good as long as you manage them correctly. But most people do not manage them correctly. Most people just borrow because they can. Also, they just borrow because of something that can be avoided. And when it comes to paying, definitely you'll pay with hefty. So these loans, when you are paying them back, you will definitely pay with very high interest rates that you will not love paying. So avoid them as much as possible. Number four, number four is not taking risks. Not taking risks. So this is another mistake that you might be doing with your finances. I have been employed before. I know that it can get really comfortable, by the way. You know that you are not where you're supposed to be. You know that you need to be doing something to get extra income. You know very well that where you are is not stable or something like that, but you are not doing anything about it. So you are just comfortable as long as that uh, paycheck is coming at the end of the month. And I was comfortable for a long time. Okay, now I wasn't really comfortable for me because even when I was working, I was still doing some business. I was selling bed sheets to my colleagues. So I would get my salary at the end of the month and also sell my bed sheets and get my cash here and there. That helped me um, a lot, by the way, in meeting my expenses. So, but there is that tendency to just be comfortable and wait for that salary at the end of the month. What you need to do is to take risks. Start a side hustle, one or two. It might not make you a millionaire, the side hustle, but it can help you meet some of these expenses, by the way. If you are employed, you can start a business on the side, employ someone, or if it is something that you can do as you work, please do it. You can also do some freelance work, writing, transcription, data entry. Those are some of the things that you can do online at your own free time. So make sure that you are not putting all your eggs in one basket, because guess what? Things happen in this life. Like for me, of course, you know that I was fired. What if I was fully dependent on the salary? What would I have done? Because after I was fired, I definitely continued selling to my bed sheets to the same colleagues and even other people that I met outside of the work environment. And it really boosted me, by the way. It really boosted me as I thought of what to do next. And by the way, now that we are, most of us are living paycheck to paycheck, it also means that if you were to be fired today, you wouldn't even be able to pay rent for the next month, which is just very sad. Yeah. The good thing with starting a business or a side hustle is that in case the job ends today, at least you have something to fall back to as you pick yourself up. Yes. So, number five, spending too much time with toxic people and not enough time with positive thinking people. You might wonder how this is affecting you financially, but it does, by the way, guys. It really does. Also, the people that you need to avoid are people who are not thinking of how to improve themselves. Do you have those? I don't know how to, if I should call them friends or what, or acquaintances, but just people who they never talk about what they are doing, anything positive they are doing in their lives. Every time you meet, it's either drinking or sex or I don't know, other things, but never will they ever open their mouth to talk about investing, how they are improving themselves or anything like that. Now, toxic people, and then there are those whom every time you tell them an idea, they will always put you down. I don't know, so and so started it and it failed. I don't know. Online is a scam. I get that a lot, by the way. Now that I work online, what is it that you do online? You need to get a real job, blah, 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 blah. But now I make money online. It is what I do. It is what feeds me. It is what does practically everything in my life. Yeah. So there are those people who will always try to put you down. Every time you have a good idea, you tell them, they put you down. And then you go to your house devastated, you drop the idea. Tomorrow you tell them another one, they put you down, they discredit it. And the same cycle continues. Those are the people you need to either spend less and less time with them or just drop them completely. Because your mindset, you need to be emotionally stable. You also need to be, your mindset, you need to be positive so that you can attract anything positive, and also so that you can start something with positive energy and make sure that it comes to fruition. Yeah. So avoid those people. Another mistake that you might be making, that might be hurting your finances, is not engaging in lifelong learning. Again, this one comes, this point is related to the point of being comfortable at your workplace. I know that I have done these things, guys. I know I have done these things. Like just being comfortable. The one skill that you know, that is like what you're doing. Like even right now, when it comes to freelance writing. So you learned how to write, yes, and now you have been writing and writing. But now, guess what? The world keeps changing, the landscape keeps changing, the digital marketplace keeps changing, and clients need different skills. So just being able to write is not enough. Just being able to research and write is not enough. They also want someone who can do SEO. They also want someone who can post the content on the website. They also want someone who can get photos and upload them, and so many other skills. Guys, please don't settle. Keep learning. If this one is already working, look for another way to do it. Look for another thing to do it. If you're already successful with writing, try transcription, try social media marketing, social media management, and anything else that you can lay your hands onto, because now we can only improve ourselves if you keep on learning. And even as a writer, by the way, you need to keep on improving yourself. Keep on reading, keep on reading other people's work, keep on doing more and more research, and make sure that you are well conversant with the latest styles, latest format, latest SEO practices, so that when a client hires you, they will know that they have hired someone who is up to date with the information in the industry. Also, they will be comfortable knowing that you'll do the right thing. Yes. So lifelong learning is for everyone, whether you are working online or you are just you are on an office job. You know, if you don't learn any other skill, then it means that you'll be in the same position for a long time. And one of the reasons why I was so bored at my previous job, by the way, it's because I worked in the same role for all those years, over 6 years, working in the same role. It becomes monotonous, it becomes boring, it becomes tiring, and you just feel defeated. You just feel like you have been in the same place for too long, no motivation, no nothing. For you to be able to grow, you need to continue learning. If you need to go back to school, please do so. If you need to take an online course, please do so. Just keep on being hungry for information. Yes. Another thing is saving rather than investing. Now, I know that saving is good because now you have, at least you have something to fall on to when things happen. But what is more important is actually investing. Saving, I know there are banks that give you an interest on your savings, but it is not so much. So instead of just letting your money sit in the bank, I think it is more prudent for you to actually invest it. Invest it in whether it is in bonds, whether it's in money markets, whether it is in real estate for those who love properties and all that. At least that way it is growing and not just sitting there. So to wrap up, guys, I know that times are hard. An incident that happened in Kenya just, I don't know, is it a few weeks ago, where is it three young men were killed brutally because of performing fraud. They have been conning people for a very long time, but now I think they stepped on the wrong person, and they were brutally murdered. Guys, no one is having it easy, by the way. And even for someone to entrust you with 1 million or all that money, maybe because you promised to do something, remember that they didn't pick it somewhere, and it will not be, they will just not let you go if you maybe conned them or promised to do something and you didn't do it. Like I said, no one is having it easy right now. Just try to lower your expectations first and foremost. And then remember, anything good takes time. That is what I can say. Even online, people assume that when you come online, you are coming to like get free money, which is not the case. They also assume that when you start something online, let's say writing, you simply come there, sign up with an account and start minting dollars. No, 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 no. It will take a lot of patience, a lot of persistence, a lot of hard work, and eventually you'll get there. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have learned something. Let's meet in the comment section. Let me know if there are any other money mistakes that we can correct amongst ourselves. Let me learn from you as you learn from me. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in the next video. Bye.